tide is coming up here in the university. Hi there. This is yours truly, your host, Renfred B. Manson here with Blueprint Life Creation Podcast. And like I like to come and talk about the coastal areas. Now you wonder why when you look on the beaches, you normally see this here. You see a lot of seaweed wash up on the beach. You see castor trees. Like I say, I always like to talk about castor trees along coastal areas here, especially in our ecosystem. But they are for purpose. Now, come here. Show you something. As we look down here, we see various different kinds of seaweed mixed with a lot of different things. Now you may wonder, why is beaches like this? I've heard somebody said that when you look at the areas, when you look at the nice sand and everything on the beaches, normally people only associate the sand for tourism. Man, sand is not, in my book, like I have my book called Blueprint of the Bahamas, Creation of Land. Sand is not just for coastal seashore for tourists or for you and I just to go and relax on the beach and say, oh, I said, this is a lovely beach, eh? Nice white sand, nice pink sand, nice black sand, nice this, nice that. Sand is not for that. Sand is not for us, just to say that we can relax, Asian. We can relax, yeah. Enjoy it while it's here, but it's not for you and it's not for me, right? It has its purpose. You may ask, what is the purpose? Now, let's look at this again. As I pan this camera around, and as I say tide is coming up. I know I have to come back to this ecosystem and do much more research. But like I said, seaweed and so on here, what happens is when you look at our ecosystem, and this is what you would hear most people talk about. They talk about how the seaweed, they want to get rid of the seaweed, or they want to just make the seaweed fertilizer. But that's what seaweed was in the first place, right? Seaweed, where did the seaweed came from? Seaweed came from the Sargastic Sea in the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, you know that in here in Andros, we have the third largest barrier reef in the world, right? Coming next to Australia, right? But we have the third largest, and you saw those tides then break over there on the white as they come up. Those ones up there, once they break, what they're breaking on, they hitting reefs. And you may ask, what is reef? Well, reef is this same thing's in front of me. There's reef, but it's over there, right? Now, what is the purpose of seaweed? Seaweed. Let me put myself in the frame, because when I talk, I want you to see. This is not an AI that you're talking to. When seaweed plays, like I said, plays a very important part in the ecosystem, right? Now, I take myself out of shot because I know you want. I know I'm handsome and everything, but I know you want to see what I'm looking at, right? So let's go back here. So seaweed is because when you look at land, certain areas in most places around, you see seaweed on very seashore. Again, the other people are not talking about this because they don't know it. But I keep giving you information. Like, subscribe, and share. But like I said, I want you to be there. Now, let's look at the seaweed. Now, seaweed, what is seaweed for? When you look at coastal areas, seaweed is to make fertilizer. They don't need man. The buildings don't need man. So what happens is, you find normally a lot of seashores got a lot of stones. They stones them on the ground here. All of them will normally be tossed to the back. And what seaweed normally will do, seaweed will come and breaks down over the ground. And then once they breaks down over the ground, the builders, now you always like to hear me talk about builders. You say, anything you say, why every episode you hear him talk about builders, but he never say who the builders are. No, some things you gotta come to the course, take the course. As I said, like in all, YouTube do not pay me, right? I don't get paid for YouTube. That is I'm here in the Bahamas, I don't get paid for that, right? Now, if I was an American or a Canadian or something else, maybe I would be paid. But I'm here in the Bahamas, we don't get paid, right? So, but if you want this knowledge, like I said, I am like a university within this podcast that I'm giving you. But what happens is, the seaweed now will be broken down, and then what happened? And after it's broken down, this is why you have trees that will come and grow. You have the wild sea grape trees to come, they take hold of it. You got sea grape trees, always sea grape trees. Now sea grape trees really was before the cascade trees. The cascade trees would more likely came second in the race, right? The sea grape trees. Then you got the wild sea grape trees, which is them, and the sea grape trees, which is this here, right? Sea grape, right? Now, then you have cascade trees always on the coastal seashore. All of them will be broken down. Like, and you know, another thing is important. Cascade trees. As you look at the cascade trees, look at it. Look at the root system. There's nothing to really hold, nothing done, right? But that ain't what the purpose of what they for. Like people say that, yes, they stabilize certain aspect of the soil where they grow, but that ain't the main purpose what they for, right? Now, as you can look at in this tree here, you can see it being broken down. Termites is eating it out. It will fall apart. Everything, the high elements and everything will break it apart, and that becomes fertilizer. And then for what? All these stones here, what is on the ground, all of them will be covered with the twigs of the leaves of the sea grape trees. The broken down, all of the wood will be broken down, and then what? All that will become what? Fertilizer. And that's the reprocess of the land rebuilding. The process of once everything broken down, then what? Like as you see those seaweed, they are not the seaweed, but the needles and everything. They will just rest there, and the various leaves from the trees will be broken down. And once they're broken down, then they will become fertilizer. And then of course they will also feed their own trees, will eat off it, and also more nutrients will grow and cover their landscape. There's so many things in this ecosystem that I can show you and I can talk about. There's tons of information here. Like I said, you don't see this or you don't hear this no place else in this way, right? Most time people try to hide things from you, but I give you facts. Now, of course, I don't tell you all the secrets, because if I give you all the secrets, you say, well, boss, what I need you for? And boss, that's a Bahamian term. When we say boss, that's a Bahamian term, boss. You in charge, right? No, so you can see that. So we got different trees here. We got this particular tree here. This was an old dry bay leaf tree. Everything will be broken down and make fertilizer, and the trees will grow. Like, subscribe, and share. I will leave you again with our beautiful waters and our ecosystem of Andros. As that tide comes up, look at that, man. Look at that. There's so many other benefits I could talk to you about right here. Right here. There's so many things I want to teach you. But like I said, I need much more. I need you to subscribe to the channel. Come here. Come at the bottom in the description box. My email, blueprintlandcreation @gmail.com. That's my email, right? And leave something right down in the description box, whether you like it or not. I saw there was one man I saw on one of my podcasts. He said that he didn't like it. Unlike, well, you know, sometimes when I talk about the cascade trees and so on, like I said, he said he didn't like it. But like I said, you got your opinion, and it's important. It will help me and build me. And if I be thin-skinned, then that can become a problem. No, I'm here in everything that you will like, right? But the main thing is for me to show you the proof. Now, like I said, if you want a better understanding of marine science, and like I said, marine science includes everything. It includes the sea, biology, rocks, and it deals with botany, plants, which is this here, right? And then ecology. Really, ecology is really everything there. The heavens, the universe, everything. Marine science. I deals with all of that. No, I never went to the school that the other persons went to. No. If I went to their schools, then I would be lost and you'd be lost. But I want you to find your way, right? And so come. This has been Brentford Manson, your host. See you next time, right? See you next time.